So I have some fantastic news. It seems as if my source from DCU had a really good track record from the past few months. We're right about a few things because some of my scoops were actually confirmed today after the announcements came out. And I know a lot of people doubted me, but you know what? I was right on the money about a lot of things. And I talked about this also in my last video, which I uploaded very early in the morning, way before the announcements were even made. And I actually made a post the night before and a week before that, where I heard that Viola Davis will be returning as Amanda Waller for James Gunn's DCU. And nothing yet on Joe comeback as Deathstroke, so we'll have to wait and see on what happens with that. I did state that he could actually come back as another DC character, but from what I heard, it's actually for the character of Deathstroke. And that also applies to other DCEU actors as well. Yet that's just the only name that I've heard that's actually returning. And most importantly is that I've been talking about this on my DLB Spidey page, is that James plans to keep cast members from his Suicide Squad and Peacemaker show for his new version of DCU, while everyone else pretty much got the fucking pink slip. And I know a lot of people doubted me because they're like, well, it doesn't make any sense. He got rid of Cavill, and if he's going to do a soft reboot or whatever, or just reboot the whole thing, it doesn't seem fair that he's just using his personal favorites that he's worked with and then pretty much give the shaft to everybody else. But I wasn't bullshitting about that. I said, this is exactly as to what's going to happen, and this is how it's going to happen. I mentioned that, the returning characters from the DCU will be given the same treatment that the new Halloween films did, where it's the same cast and actors that ignore events from the previous sequels and doing something new with it. That's how the play is going to go. And of course, I have some morons on my page stating this.
Well, you weren't right about anything because they're keeping Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller, Zachary Levi, and Jason Momoa. And oh, Amanda Waller makes total sense because she was in the previous films.
Well, yes, that's a fucking brilliant idea. Let's announce that they're done playing these characters who will be recast with younger actors with their upcoming appearances in the films coming out soon that they're fucking involved in. I mean, seriously, where in the fuck did you get your detective thinking skills from? Out of a fucking Cracker Jack box, you fucking man baby twat waffle fucking keyboard warrior pieces of shit? And I swear, the one thing that I despise are the fucking basement dwelling keyboard warriors and these same rat fucks who are bitching to me about how I don't know anything about what's going on, yet I prove to them wrong again and again and again that I know what the fuck I'm talking about and I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been doing this for 15 fucking plus years now. And also one of the main fucking reasons as to why you're getting a younger cast with a lower budget is to spend less and profit more, instead of paying someone like Gal Gadot $20 fucking million to be in a new fucking DCU films. Are we learning yet? See why it doesn't make any sense to keep these fucking guys anymore? Or girls? It doesn't fucking... It's pointless. Okay? And I have a bunch of fucking dumbasses on my fucking page, I swear. They're so fucking gullible. And they believe every bullshit that comes out of these studio heads, directors, and actors' fucking asses, like as if they never lied about shit in their lives. It happens all the fucking time. They're not going to reveal any of that shit because it'll just, pretty much people will feel like, well, if they're not coming back and they're fired, what the fuck is the point of watching their new films? It's over. What's the fucking point? People already feel that way. They're not stupid. I think they understand and know that eventually it's going to come out that they're fucking done. That they're getting new actors to play these characters' roles and they're fucking done. It's just they're not going to say anything now. Why is it so fucking difficult to understand? Then I'm going to have fucking morons on my page that go, oh, this slate fucking sucks because there's no Batman movie. Yet, they clearly have no fucking clue what the Brave and the Bold means, okay? They never picked up a fucking comic book in their life, especially when you see, in the image, a photo of Batman and Damian fucking Wayne holding a fucking sword. How could you say, well, I'm done with this shit because it's not going to be a Batman movie and they're doing Superman, they're doing it young, and they fuck Cavill. All right, I understand that, but when you say to me that you don't want to watch, you're not interested in DC slate because there's no Batman film and it clearly says Brave and the fucking Bold, you're fucking stupid. You're not a real fucking fan. You're a fucking bandwagon fucking idiot. Sheesh. And also reported on how Superman and Lois will be next on the chopping block. And again, everybody told me I was full of shit. Now this is going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. But then James and Peter have confirmed that the show is ending soon and only has a season or 2 left. And that is it. And I stated this because, yes, elsewhere worlds pretty much, you know, on the side where they have stuff that's not connected to DCU. But that's really like temporary. Like they really want to keep everything connected. They really want to do the whole Marvel formula. So I'm thinking that Matt Reeves, after his trilogy is done, which is what they were talking about, only doing a trilogy, and then the Joker, I don't know if it's going to get like a 3rd film, but once those are done, like that's it. They no longer need to be in their, you know, universe anymore or whatever. That's it. And the whole thing is that everybody's being really weird, you know, because they're being a little quiet about the announcements. I mean, I know some people are kind of like weirded out about it. Like, I have no idea who the fuck these characters are, what these stories are, or what the fuck this means. I mean, just like the fucking morons before that were just like, well, I'm not interested in the slate because there's no fucking Batman film. Or they say, you know, I'm not interested because they're not doing a Wonder Woman film. They're doing a fucking prequel where, you know, fucking Prince Diana is not even fucking born yet. I mean, I get that. It's kind of fucking stupid. I mean, it's like doing a Batman prequel before he was even born. It's like, why is it gonna be so fucking interesting to watch that shit? You know, it's ridiculous, you know? And like I said, there are shows like this out there. You have Krypton that, you know, pretty much is a show based on before, you know, Superman was born and stuff, but I never really got into it. But it's like, I heard that it was not that great. You know, it's not really that interesting. I mean, who the fuck wants to watch a Superman show about Superman in it? You want young Superman? You got fucking Smallville. I mean, I'm so sick of this. I don't understand why they're always doing that. You know, they always want to go young. They always want to have somebody who can last a few years. But it's like, why not do one where the person is like older and more established? Why not? I mean, if Indiana Jones can fucking do another movie at his age, you know, some of these actors can do it. And Henry Cavill's still fucking young. He still looks fucking young and he's in great fucking shape. You know, if fucking Willem Dafoe can come out and fucking do his own stunts for a Spider-Man film, you know, this what, like 20 years in the fucking making already? I just don't fucking get it. I really don't, you know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. And I mean, look, my page is usually like World War III when I post anything about James Gunn and DCU. But today it was fucking quiet. I mean, it's starting to rile up a little bit now. But it's like when the announcement came out, it was just like crickets. And I don't mean in a good or bad way. It's just people just didn't know how to feel about it. And that's pretty much how I felt at first, because I'm like watching the video, you know, where James Gunn's talking about all the stuff they have coming out. And I'm like, I honestly don't think the general audiences are going to give two shits or just going to be really confused as to what the fuck is going on. They just want to see Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman films. They don't give a flying rat fuck about these weird titles and these weird fucking characters that they have no idea as to what the fuck they're about. Like I said, James did very well with the Guardians of the Galaxy. He took these D-list characters, made them to A-list. But the problem is the formula that he's using works for those particular type of characters. It doesn't necessarily work for characters like Superman, which he's writing the script for, and he's possibly not even going to direct. So if that shit fucking fails, they're going to be like, oh, well, James Gunn didn't direct it, that's why it failed. Or, you know, oh, he applied the same blah, blah, blah with Superman, tried to make it very, very comedic with the jokes and humor all over the place and yada, yada, yada. But I mean, either way, you know, people are just pissed off. They don't want to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't apply that same formula to every fucking character. You really can't. So I'm hoping that they really just give creative to other people who are really good at what they're doing and not rely on people like, you know, over at Marvel Studios where they're just giving any reins to anybody. I mean, the whole Batgirl fucking incident. I mean, I think the directors did like a Bad Boy movie, which I thought was the worst fucking shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, you know? So, and like I said, I did go to screen testing of Batgirl, and let me tell you, okay, that if you thought that Josh Trank's Fantastic Four was fucking bad, this one makes it look like a fucking classic. That's how fucking horrible it was. Of course, it's on an NDA and everything, And I try telling people that because, you know, I'm an actor in the entertainment business. I do get invited to these things all the time. And they're just like fucking questioning me, like, you know, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? And I'm like, what the fuck do you want? You want a urine and fucking stool sample out of me? I mean, what the fuck kind of proof you want? I signed an NDA. Fuck off. But yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to go on a total rant here, but yeah, it's pretty fucking weird. I mean, some people are so fucking livid. I mean, obviously, Fire James Gunn is trending again, and they're calling James Gunn's DC slate dog shit on a plate, which made me fucking laugh because I'm like, oh my god. And look, I don't know what else to say about this. You know, all I gotta say is that this whole situation is weird. It is fucking whacked, and I see a lot of people who are, no matter what the fuck, I mean, he could deliver, you know, Supergirl taking a shit on a fucking plate, and people will go out there and fucking defend that shit, you know, as weird as that is. And they're attacking people who are like, you know, they legit like were at one point all for James Gunn's DC slate. They were really excited to hear it, and then all of a sudden they changed their tune, and then those same people are attacking them, you know. And it's like, I honestly don't understand how people just can't have an opinion of their own, and why they're just on this bandwagon of fucking hate. And it goes both ways, you know, whether you're a fan of Zack Snyder's work or James Gunn's work, everybody's like fucking attacking each other. And I keep banning fucking people left and right because they're so fucking disrespectful on my page. And I'm like, where are all these fucking twat waffles coming from? Like, they're left and right out of fucking nowhere, and they just come on to attack me. And I'm like, no, you're not fucking getting away with that shit on my page. You're done. And then they fucking contact me. Not everybody does this, but quite a few people have already contacted me through Twitter or whatever. They're just like, please unban me. I promise I'll behave. And it's like, fuck you. You know, you shouldn't have fucked with me. You shouldn't have said what you said, and you're done. I don't buy into that fucking bullshit. And it's fucking retarded, you know. Anyway, so that's just pretty much it. You know, that's all I have to say about this whole entire situation. Definitely let me know as to what you guys think about this. And because I'm very interested to see what other people are saying. I mean, I see on my page all people are doing is fucking fighting. They're not really talking about why they're excited for certain shows or why they're not. It's just everybody's still on the whole, you know, James Gunn, how is he like fucking, you know, letting Ezra Miller stay, and then he fires Henry Cavill, you know, blah 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 blah, you know. And then all Zachary Levi said something about the vaccines and Pfizer, got him into fucking trouble. And then, you know, he made a statement about, you know, I don't know what the fuck he said. I mean, I posted it somewhere, but he talked about how as long as it's not like really like getting yourself in trouble like the way he did with Marvel and Disney, then he has nothing to say about it, you know. I don't know, man. It's kind of ironic coming from him as to what he stated about that. So until next time on the Same Spider Time, Same Spider Channel, and Same Spider Place, Spidey Woman out.
Face it, Tiger. You just hit the jackpot.
Woo!